When it's thinking, it's like our way of almost, in a sense, giving what we've gotten. The Audible audiobooks.
Right.
I think it was originally 2 years ago. I listened to Brian Tracy talk about this. It was an hour a day in the car over a year.
So yes.
It's a couple semesters.
Yep.
In college,
Yep.
equivalents.
No, I've heard that same. See, I heard it on a tape. You probably heard it on a download, but it's the
So
same
okay,
thing.
so let's go to habits, habituation.
Yeah.
How long have you been educating yourself with audio, with reading physical books? Like,
Jay, you're gonna love this.
Yeah,
So
please.
I just those guys,
the womb.
Well,
You're in the womb. No, I'm just kidding.
I just was one of those guys who I believe in human achievement. I believe that things are possible, right? So I know, like 50 years from today, they're going to be laughing at us talking about the stuff that we're doing because there's so much power right here that we don't know yet. And so I've been reading books and listening to audios as long as I can remember since I got out of college.
22.
Yeah, so I was 21, 22. When I was working for that insurance company, we had lunch and learns when I was training, and I listened to this guy named Dr. Dennis Waitley.
Oh, he's
and so
brilliant.
I didn't know anything. That's the first time I ever heard anything like that.
Wow.
Ever. And I was like, oh, this is pretty interesting.
Huh.
I'm taking notes. I'm like, I kind of like this, right? And then I started doing more and more and more. Then when I started working for Tony Robbins, I had dinner, about a year after I was working for Tony, I had dinner with Brian Tracy.
Okay.
And he was talking about accelerated learning, where medical students and law students listen to Baroque music to help the brain synapses connect, to help the learning be more effective. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then he talked about how we set goals or do affirmations as human beings. We say things like to ourselves, you are powerful. No, I am powerful. Yeah. I earned $250,000. But Brian told me, he goes, that's a bunch of BS. He goes, you tell yourself that you earned $1 million and you don't, your mind says that's BS. And I was like, well, what's the answer to that? He goes, well, research shows that if you write out your goals in the form of you are, because here's the psychology, which you'll love, Jay, is that ever since you were a little boy, your mother, your father, who's ever in your life, your aunts or your uncles say, Jay, you're a good boy. Jay, you're brilliant. Where other kids might say, Bob, you're a loser. Bob, you're never going to be anything. Bob, you're going to be in jail. You tend to believe what people tell you as a young boy, or as a young child, right?